So what's up guys, it's your boy VKFX and I'm live here with you guys with another video. So today's video is kind of somehow different. I'm disclosing to you guys about the loss I took on EuroJPY. So I'm trying on my best to be transparent to you guys. I think this is the first time I'm making a video like this, and I'm sure anytime I make any other mistake on the chart and I'm sure, like, if I don't want you guys to make the same mistake, then I'll make another video about it to tell you guys the mistake you should not make on the chart. So as you can see, we took a trade on EuroJPY trading Trendline setup. This is a Trendline setup, so we took a trade on EuroJPY. And as you can see, we entered this trade two times. I entered this trade two times with my Telegram channel, and the two trades we took today, both of them went in loss. So that's the way to tell you that all setups are not always 100% sure. So there are times we have losses and there are times we have wins, but our winning are more than our losses. So that's it. So now let's go. So the mistake, as you can see, normally, let's go to the daily time frame to analyze very well for you guys. Loading. So normally, for you guys to know, as you can see, EuroJPY is on a buy trend. There's nothing that is telling you guys that EuroJPY is selling. So we're on a buy trend. So the little sell that just happened that took us out. Normally we were buying this trade. So the little sell that just took us out on this trade, let's just say it's like a minor pullback for price to start pushing back up. So now let me show you guys the mistake we made on the chart. And normally, anytime I make a mistake on the chart, I'm always going back to the chart to check what I did wrong about the trade. And note, you guys should always do this too. If you make any mistake on the chart, or if you take any loss on the chart, always make sure you go back to the chart and spend time on the chart and check what was the mistake you made on the trade that made you make that loss, so that you'll not be able to take the same loss another time. And make sure you always journal your trades. Make sure journaling your trades are priority to you. As for me, all my trades I usually journal them, but as for me, sometimes I usually have, so like to writing for me is kind of hard for me, but sometimes I usually do it. Maybe if I take a trade today, tomorrow, the next day, might be the third day, I might journal my trade. But I usually make sure I just journal my trade. Every time I make sure all the trades I take, I journal them. So now, as you can see, EuroJPY is on the buy trend. As you can see, price broke above this resistance that we have here. It came back and retested and turned support. After this one, it gave us another higher high that is higher than this former high. Then we came back for a pullback. Then after that, it gave us another high and a pullback again. Then it gave us another high. So now, as you can see, it was these two lows I used for. Normally, I told you guys, if you want to draw a trend line, you must have to have at least two lows before you draw or two highs before you draw a trend line. So it was these two lows I connected. The first mistake I did, normally the first time I drew my trend line, I drew it very accurately. As you can see, this point here, let me mark that out for you guys. Sorry, coming. As you can see, that point, it is catering for that week that we have there. As you can see, this week that we have here, this low. Normally, for me, if I'm drawing trend line, I usually use the week for my trend line, and sometimes the body, but not all the time that I usually use the body form. So firstly, the time I drew the trend line, it was catering for the week. It was catering for it. So I was not expecting price to come back to the trend line normally to buy. It was the first time I drew it. I drew the trend line the first time. But later, when I now saw that price came back to this let me delete this. Let me delete everything. So immediately that I now saw that price came back to this, that is already back to this our support zone. We have a support zone here around this stage here. We have a support zone. Immediately I saw that price came back that support. So I was now thinking that with this candlestick that closed, with this next candlestick that closed, I was thinking that yes, price might not come back to give us our double bottom. I was thinking price might not come back to give us our double bottom. So what I did was I just adjusted my trend line. So now let me advise you guys, if you're trading trend line, don't always adjust too much. Like if you're adjusting too much, just know that you're doing the wrong thing. So normally if you're drawing a trend line, always make sure you cater for all the wicks or all the body. If you are going to go for the body of the candlestick, go for it. If you are going to be using the wicks of the candlestick, go for it. Stop always, like don't always adjust. If you are adjusting your trend line too much, you might not be able to get the right zone that price is supposed to buy from. Normally this trade did not buy. Assuming I did the right thing, I would have not taken this trade. But because I did the wrong thing at the first time of adjusting my trend line, so that was what made me take wrong trades today. So now when I now saw that this price closed, when I now saw that this candlestick closed like this, so I was thinking that yes, price might not be able to come back to give us our double bottom again. So I was thinking that price would just push back up and give us another high straight up like that. So what I did was I went to the lower time frame. Normally before I cut this shade, like I was not able to catch this shade very accurately. So before I cut it, so what I did was when I saw that price has spiked up and I was not able to take the trade, so what I did was, we have a resistance here. So this is the former resistance that price has created. So we have that resistance. So I waited for price to break above it. So when price broke above it, so I waited for price to come back to give us a retest. Normally this trade, they attend, like this trade is like 60-40. Like it's 60% sure that it will not go in profit and 40% sure it will go in profit. The reason why I took the trade was because on the 1 hour time frame, I was thinking that yes, on the 1 hour time frame that it has created a double bottom on the 1 hour time frame, not knowing that I was wrong. So and price did bad for us. So what I did was, when I saw that price, let's go to the lower time frame. When I saw that price has broken above it, I waited for the retest. So when I saw price came back for retest, what I did was I entered my buy position, which is the long position. So I entered at this point here, and I was looking to take profits at this high here, and I was risking 20 pips, which was not a bad one. I was risking 20 pips on this trade. So now as you can see, we had price went in profit a little bit, but the mistake I made again was when price like what I was thinking was, if price is not going to go in profit, its price should come back, and at this point here I should take the small loss. If I've taken the small loss, so then I'll be expecting for price to come back and touch this zone and give us the double bottom and buy. So that was what I was expecting to do. But when price made that fast move, as you can see, this was a fast move. So when price made that fast move, I was not around to check the trade. So immediately price made this fast move. Before I came back, price has already taken our stop loss already. And normally as for me, I don't used to allow price to take my stop loss. I usually cut my losses short, because normally if you're cutting your losses short, then you still have tendency of keeping your accounts. Your accounts can still be safe. So when I saw that price was moving in profit, little profit, so I was a bit happy, like yes, this trade is a good one. Assuming price has already gotten into this stage, I will have break even on this trade, but no, it hasn't gotten there. So I was still thinking maybe price can still come back to do some stupid manipulation and start pushing back up, not knowing that yes, price is coming back to this our zone. So as you can see, immediately price went up a little bit, boom, it came back down and took our stop loss. So after that was not the end. I was now looking to buy again when price was at this zone. I was looking to buy again when price was at this stage here. So now what the mistake I did, assuming I didn't take this trade at first, assuming I didn't take it at first, I would have known that yes, this price is not going to buy. at this point here, I would have known this price is not going to buy. But what happened was, normally I was trying to revenge trade. Note this: drag your year, drag it, and always journal it down. Do not ever revenge trade. How do I say it? Do not revenge trade. If you know you have taken a loss on a trade, just get out from the market and go away. Don't do anything on the chart again. Don't revenge trade, or else you're putting your account on a big risk. So now let's continue with what I'm saying. So when I saw that price has taken us out on this first trade, so that was when I now went back and I went to adjust my trend line again. Can see this trading here, no be small thing. And I went to adjust my trend line again to the correct way I was supposed to leave it before. So I now went to adjust it. So normally I was now waiting for price to come back to the trend line support and give us the correct double bottom. That was what I was now waiting for. So the reason why I entered the trade again was price gave us something like a double bottom. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame for you to see. So as you can see, the daily price came back to this support, this trend line support. As you can see, it started pushing back up. You can see this candlestick that it's made now. It started pushing back up, and as you can see, it gave us this our bullish candlestick. Normally, if we were to take a loss today, it will have not been more of the loss we took before. We took loss of 20 pips, and again we now took another loss of about 10 pips to 13 pips or so. So when I saw that this candlestick have formed already, so I projected that price is meant to buy now from this zone. So what I did was I did not take too much risk on the account. Normally, if I was to check this trade, normally I would have entered up to like 5 positions of 0.05, because I'm not that kind of conservative guy. I usually take big risks on my account. And I told you guys about the profile I got the last time. I've passed the phase 1, so now is the phase 2. But on the phase 2, we are up to let's see 40% drawdown. We're up to 4% drawdown of the account. I'll show you guys the screenshot. Just continue, you guys see the screenshot. Just today trade though, assuming you didn't take that first loss, it will have not been more of the losses that we'll have not taken much losses like that. We'll have just taken up to 30 pips, and that's nothing for us. If we are to make that up, we can make that up with one trade. So that's it. And I know if I'm to make with the 4% drawdown of that account, I can make everything back with just one trade. That's why I love my setup. I love my trading style. If I'm to make all those losses up, I can make it with just one trade. And I'll make everything up. So maybe I'll be journaling that with you guys on my YouTube channel. Maybe if I've gotten back to my equity, then I'll make a video for you guys so you guys will see it, and I'll show you guys the setup that made me my equity back. So now let's go. So assume the time I now saw that this price has given this bullish candlestick, so I enter my buy position and I was risking 10 pips. On this, or let's say my stop loss was sharp below this week. That was 17 pips. Yes, I can remember. So I'm now looking to take profit at that top again. Assuming this trade will have went well, God, I'll have made up to $50 on it. With the loss I made, I'll have made more profit on it. Assuming this trade went well. But now all setups are not 100% sure. Some setups they go well, some setups they don't go well. So as you can see, what happened, what price did was price pushed back down and closed below this our trend line. Normally I told you guys I don't usually allow my trade to hit stop loss. Immediately I saw that this trade has given us this bearish engulfing, I knew that there's no more reason for us to hold this trade. So what I did was I took the loss, and boom, as you can see, price hit stop loss already. So this is a mistake that I made today on the chart for you guys. So let me let me summarize them for you guys. Firstly, if you're to trade a trend line setup, don't adjust your trend line too much. If you're adjusting it, just go out of the chart, just go away, don't trade again. Because if you're adjusting it, that means you're about to take a bad trade, you're about to enter a fire. That's just the way it is. If you're adjusting it, you're about to take a wrong trade. If you're seeing that you're already adjusting too much, that's what sometimes I usually do. If I'm already seeing that I'm already adjusting too much things on my chart, I just go off the chart and not take any trade. That's what I usually do. And the second thing is, don't take too much risk on your account. Don't revenge trade. That's the second lesson for you guys. First thing, don't adjust too much on your chart. The second thing, don't revenge trade. If you revenge trade, normally you're taking risk on your account. And you know that forex trading, you are not supposed to be thinking short term, you're supposed to be thinking long term. And normally if you're doing something now and it will get used to you. If you're revenge trading, like you revenge trade every time, it will get used to you, and later on in future it might be a bad trade, like it might be a bad trading behavior for you guys. So learn to have good trading behavior now, so that it will get used to you in your future, your trading big account. So that's what I have for you guys, and I think I'm done. Like, you guys don't need analysis. I would have done analysis for you guys, but the time, like, I've already used 16 minutes on this, and that's too much. So please hit the like and the subscribe button and share this video to any trader, so that they will not be able to make the stupid mistake I make on the chart. So please, I hope I see you in the next video. Stay blessed and peace out.